The Redmi 4A is a budget device released by Xiaomi in the 2016. This device has some pretty decent hardware for its price. Here's my review after a couple of months of using this device. First of all, let's start with the physical appearance. Yes, it looks like a generic and boxy phone. But for a price tag of $99, I can't really complain about that. The device looks beautiful enough from the sides and the back, and it also feels solid in the hand. Here we can see that the back doesn't look cheap at all. And while the material might be made of plastic, it's actually solid plastic, which makes it feel more expensive than it actually is when you hold it in person. And you see, although it might not feel as good as metal, the plastic does a good job on making the back grippier compared to a metal housing. As for the camera, it's only a single lens camera, but that is normal for a budget device. And also it does a pretty good job. But we're gonna have to get into that. Just a second. Before that, we're going to take a look inside and test the performance of this thing for you performance enthusiasts out there. This device is powered by a Snapdragon 425 chip and 2GB of RAM. Not top of the line specs, yes, but it's actually gonna be enough to run your system and apps smoothly enough. It's Core 665 for single core and 1757 for multi-core, which is good but not that good. And now we turn to the screen. The 720p panel does look good, feels good, and certainly doesn't feel cheap. The color's great, contrast is great. Well, the only downside is that the screen doesn't get bright enough, especially outdoors. As for the features, there are some useful features that you can find on this phone, such as clicking the volume button to wake up instead of having to use the power button, which is good to reduce wear and tear actually. Double click volume down to access camera, then use the volume button to snap a picture. Double tap screen to wake, reading mode, and also some other accessibility features. Oh, and I also almost forgot to mention, the viewing angle of the screen is good. At the bottom of the phone we can see the micro USB. It's not Type-C, but again, it's normal for this price point. At the top part we can find the IR blaster and also a 3.5mm jack, so you don't need a dongle just yet. Moving on to the sides, we have a hybrid SIM micro SD tray. And on the back is the speaker, which sounds good considering the price of the device. And now for the camera. The camera is a lot better from previous generation devices of Xiaomi, but it still seems that it struggles with focusing onto an object that you tap on the screen. It actually needs a slightly off-center tap of the object in order to focus on it, but once you've mastered it, you should be able to take some good pictures with it. In conclusion, if you're looking for a device as your secondary device or for other reasons, this I would recommend to you. This is Care to Everything, see you on the next one.